Songs in the key of funny, mixing music and comedy. It's like everything you could wish for. It's like an opera singer covered in bees. It's like hearing your favorite song while you eat your favorite cheese. It's funny songs and funny stories. It's songs in the key of funny. Funny songs and the stories behind them.
It sure is. Welcome to Songs in the Key of Funny. I'm your host, Kristen Key. Joining me today, as most always, my co-host with the mo-host, Sean Fisher, everybody.
Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up?
That's right. The Willow to my Buffy. The Data to my number one.
Check.
There we go.
I'll take it.
And like that guy on Police Academy, he makes funny noises with his mouth. Sean Fisher, everybody. I just wanted to see what noises he would make. And we're so excited to have guest Matt Harbert.
Hello.
It's also making fun noises with his mouth.
Just like bursts of blood. oh no!
I'm not trained in neck slapping.
Oh my God, this is gonna be fun. I can tell. Today, we're coming to you live from Flappers Comedy Club in beautiful Burbank, California, where game shows go to have babies. And big thank you to Flappers Comedy Club for letting us have the Songs in the Key of Funny podcast right here in the Comedy Club, where there is comedy literally going on 27 hours a day, 19 days a week. So much comedy. The cooks have to stop cooking to do their 5-minute sets here. If you've never seen a set, stop what you're doing and book some tickets to come and fly out to Burbank, California and catch a show at lovely Flappers Comedy Club. Make sure and follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Songs Key of Funny. We have a website, Songs in the Key of Funny. And please, if you don't remember anything else that I just said, subscribe
on
iTunes. Yes, and that way you can see all 22 previous episodes that have led up to this miracle that's about to happen today.
Got
Now,
that Jordan number, Matt.
right?
You got that Jordan number.
Jordan number, baby.
That's right, today it is. Today's our big Jordan day.
Oh.
But before we get to our guest today, Matt Harbert, who I'm so excited to have in the studio, as we like to showcase working comedians and musicians and musical comedians today, we like to also pay homage and tip our hats to musical comedians of the past who have paved the way for us by doing a classic song of the week. And this week, I chose our song based upon a fact about Matt Harbert.
Oh.
I read a little bit about you because I said, hey, send me a couple facts about you. And one thing that stood out was that you're a new dad.
I'm a new dad.
He's a new
relatively
dad.
new.
Not a nude dad.
I actually do.
On occasion.
I do occasionally get naked at home, yeah.
Oh, we have to change the song. But you have a 21-month-old?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's
So-
getting near 2.
Aw. And so I thought I should do a kid-based classic song of the week. And so I
like
scoured the internet and I found a song by a guy named Barry Lewis Polisar. The song was written in 1975, and the song is called I Eat Kids. And I love it. Fun fact about the song, Barry Lewis Polisar wrote this song and several others. He's a fantastic children's musician along with being a musical comedian. He wrote a bunch of songs, and then in 1977 he wrote a song called All I Want Is You, and really nothing, a little bit of success, but then the movie Juno came out. The director was looking for songs for the soundtrack and was looking for a different song called All I Want Is You. Found that one by mistake, and it became the opening track of that album that went on to win a Grammy. And it's a song, if you don't remember, it's like, if I was a flower growing wild in a tree, all I want is you to be. Yeah. And that is the song also written by the man who wrote our classic song of the week. That goes nothing like this, but I'm going to try to play it anyway. Something like this. Stopped eating animals, I'm glad I finally did. But I get my protein cause I eat kids. So it's goodbye liver, goodbye roast beef. Hello Tommy, Michael, Denise. I don't eat chickens, I don't eat cows. I don't eat animals, I eat children. Now, well I stopped eating animals and I'm glad I finally did. But I get my protein cause I eat kids. And that's this week's classic song of the week. 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 which sounds almost nothing like that, but
Nice.
we like to pay homage, not
Royalties.
That is correctamundo,
baby.
correctamundo.
We tricked you. We stole your song for free.
But do check out the song. The original version is fantastic, and give him a download. It's a great song. Now, I'm so excited to have on our show today Matt Harbert, and I'm so excited. His opening song that he's going to play, it's a little song called "You Guys Are Being Dicks."
Yeah, here it goes. This is a fake Nickelback song. So sometimes, when people make fun of Nickelback, it hurts Nickelback's feelings.
That makes sense.
So here we go. Why's everybody being so mean? Maybe I'm not your cup of tea. Got too much radio playing 2003. Used to be married to Avril Lavigne. I was a skater boy. I am actually good at what I do. Don't people know Nickelback has some feelings too? How come everyone's gotta be so bitter? Everyone's making fun of me on Twitter. All these jokes, they make me sick. Hey, you guys are being dicks. You guys are being dicks. Nickelback joke, wow, how witty. Not original and you're being shitty. Dicks. You guys are being, you're so smart, but I'm at least a big rock star and you're a barista. You guys are being dicks. Nickelback jokes are getting boring. That's what you want to say in 2018. If we suck so bad, how could it be? With the 11th best-selling band in history. That's a true fact.
What?
We're the 11th best-selling band in history.
That's amazing.
You could Google it.
Wow.
my
That's
God.
almost
Hey,
top
audience, Google that right now.
I might.
I'm right. I'm the actual 11th. I'm the 11th best-selling song. It's true.
10. I'll check that out. One second.
All these jokes, they make me sick. Hey, you guys are being dicks. You guys are being, don't wanna start no Nickelback drama. These Nickelback jokes are lazy comedy. Dicks. You guys are being, your mean jokes make Nickelback sad, but the honest truth is, we're not that bad.
Yeah.
Make a Nickelback joke, you're being a dick. An open mic joke and you're being a dick. Hey, you're being a dick. If you shorten the name Richard, well, you're being a dick. You guys are being dicks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Always end a comedy song with a sad chord. It's like, oh, this will really punch.
That was a sad one. Oh. That did feel like Nickelback. Yeah. Were
That's
you
good.
Were you and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
I didn't expect that song to come out of you. Were you a Nickelback fan?
No, not a huge Nickelback fan. I just got sick of Nickelback being like a punchline all the time.
You were defending a band that you didn't even listen to?
Yeah, I listened to them like, they say that a hero can save
Yeah,
us.
from Spider-Man. I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah.
I think everyone liked that. And then they're
Wasn't
like,
that the
oh,
update?
wait, it's the cool thing to not like them? Yeah.
Right.
This person is the Nickelback of whatever. And I'm like, they're good musicians. Like, they're not my favorite thing, but I'm not like, oh my God, if I listen to Nickelback, I'll throw myself off a bridge.
Wow. So it's like you're taking a stance against taking a stance against
Against
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Yeah, it's a very complicated.
That's a bold anti-taking stance.
Nobody makes like pro band sketches. Right. I'm like, this is a pro Nickelback sketch.
This band is pretty great.
Good
Give
job.
them a chance.
You don't hear that very often.
Yeah.
So I wanna. So you're a sketch writer.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
an improver.
Yep.
Is that what you call them?
Improviser, but
You know what?
No, I'm an improver.
I don't know
I'm
what
trying
kids
to brand
like
myself.
to be called. Gender neutral.
That's true.
Improvators.
improvisers.
Improvator. Yeah.
Improvateurs.
That's right.
Improvator.
So where did this? Where did it all begin?
I started taking improv classes at UCB, and then I took them at other schools like Nerdist School, and then
Ooh.
eventually made my way doing sketch at IO West and the Pack, and then I do improv at the Nerdist. It's a lot of work. I'm supposed to be a father, but instead I'm writing sketches and going out and playing pretend.
So did you, before you started taking classes for improv, which I don't know, we're just gonna keep playing. Were you a funny kid?
Yeah, so I think probably the first thing I did as a kid is I would impersonate wrestlers, which is really funny
my God.
because I'm putting up a Macho Man sketch in like a week. So at age 33, I'm doing the same jokes I did at 3. At just 3.
It's refined, like a nice alcohol. Like,
Yeah.
it's better now.
Ooh, a nice aged Macho Man.
I don't want to date you, but I think I'm from the same era.
Oh.
Because I was also a big Macho Man Randy Savage fan, and
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and Miss Elizabeth
Yeah.
in the day, and
This Ultimate Warrior.
yes, those were the days. Those
Yeah.
were the days. So was that? So those were your first impressions.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do something called the Penultimate Warrior, which is just like a crappy, like the almost Ultimate Warrior, but it never really panned out to a full joke. But I've always wanted to be like, I'm the Penultimate Warrior.
That's a solid tweet, though.
It's a solid tweet. It's good enough for a
It
tweet.
can live in the Twitterverse.
It can live
and have
just
success.
as a tweet.
So who was your audience back then? It was your parents, right?
Yeah. It was just like, dinner was almost over, and I'd walk into like the area by the dinner table and just be like, let me tell you something, brother.
These
Funny.
potatoes are delicious, but they need more salt.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought, Macho Man and Hulk Hogan were very similar back then.
Yeah, they both gravelly voices. I feel like that was almost every wrestler. My favorite thing in wrestling was the tag teams because the person that wasn't talking just emoted way too much. Like one person was like, "We're gonna smash you," and the other person's like, "No, yeah." Like they just were like trying way too hard. I love the just like trying way too hardedness of 80s wrestling. I'm kind of sad that
Two-heartedness.
yeah. Like
big fan.
now they're just like, yeah, we're actually fighting. I'm like, no,
Come
on, be silly.
And there were only about 3 matches per show back then because the majority of it was them being interviewed by Ralph the Mouth on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah, they have a tea
What are
party.
you gonna do and who are you mad at?
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you.
Is there an orange over here? I'm gonna squeeze
Yeah.
juice out of it.
They have a supper segment. They just had a lot. They didn't have much wrestling to fill, and they're like, "Oh, we've got an hour slot. Let's see."
He's like de-shelling crab. Oh, this is very difficult.
Yeah.
So you went from being a funny little precocious kid doing Macho Man to what led you to I don't know, I guess to taking classes. There's a big gap there, So
Yeah.
we go through your school age. When did you
So I went to college at West Virginia University, and I studied acting.
the Ivy League.
Yeah. I'm pretty big stuff.
It's a big gift for us, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but it was I enjoyed my time there and studied acting, and then we had a thesis thing we had to do, like some performance, and everyone else did these very very touching, very actory type shows, and they were very touching, and I put up like a silly musical about a king that had erectile dysfunction and outlawed sex. That was my
Do you still remember any of those songs?
oh man, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I remember impersonations from age 3.
There was one that was like, someone's about to die, they outlaw sex, and he's getting killed by the king, and he's like, well, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna have sex. So while he's dying, him and the other ingenue have sex, and they sing like, first, last, shag, and it's just this very like they're like having sex, and it's just this very like oh when I something like that.
Those
They're
are the
singing
sounds
this
that I
touching
make.
thing, but they're having sex the whole time. And then they're like, we're gonna have a first, last shag, and then he dies.
Very well
Uh-huh.
done. Yeah.
I like that all of my things have sad endings. I'm like, here's this funny concept, and then it gets real sad at the end.
What's your song about? I don't know, but it has a minor chord at the end.
Yeah.
It's just
We'll
it's a
write
journey.
backwards.
You take
Yeah.
us on a journey.
Yeah, that's why comedic journey.
Do you remember
Oh,
the
man.
first thing you ever wrote? Was that the first piece you ever wrote?
That was the first one that I wrote that I took like seriously. I'm sure I did a bunch of like silly bit songs in high school and stuff.
So when did you start playing the guitar?
I think when I was 13.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad had a guitar, and I was like, I was playing in band and stuff like saxophone, and then my dad played guitar. I'm like, wait, what you play sounds like the radio. I don't want to play the saxophone. I want to play the things where like I'm like, you know, so I can be that that guy in 7th or 8th grade that's just like, hey ladies, you know.
Can't do that with a saxophone too much. You want, hello, ladies.
Yeah. But I feel like you just have to become that cliche where you're just like, hey ladies.
Oh, I'm just sitting under this tree.
Yeah,
thinking.
Yeah, does anyone wanna join me in a little Dave Matthews
I
sing
wanted
along?
to take my pants off. Like, what else would take them? Just sit around with their pants off. Dave Matthews song.
As I've aged, I'm just like, this is someone else's. Maybe it was Bill Burr, but piano is so much nicer than guitar. Like, as an old person, if someone starts playing
Right.
piano at a party, you're like, nice. And if someone's like, hey, who wants to hear Semisonic? You're like, oh my God. We just want to hang out. Because in
Right.
piano, you're like playing in the background, but usually people that want to play guitar at parties are like, listen to me, everyone. I know you all were conversing, but everyone be an audience for me now. I'm like, I didn't come to a concert, man. I came to enjoy some sour cream and onion chips.
Anybody at a party though who's like, oh, an instrument? Well, I might as well.
Yeah.
Like, it could be any instrument, and even if they're playing it great, I'm just like, man, we're playing categories over here.
We got to do that with like a tuba. Like, oh my God, do you guys have a tuba?
Is this your tuba? No, you brought that with you. Well, if no one's
well,
playing.
I mean, if no one's playing, yeah.
Was it a really good time to reach into that purple box?
Oh.
Grab yourself an
Oh.
instrument. Let's break up this part. Let's be that guy at the party.
Wait, was this box here the whole time, and did it have instruments in it? Oh, well, if no one's gonna, well, everybody wants to play this.
All right. Reach into the instrument box and grab yourself an instrument, because we're going to play a game called Musical Instrument Mystery Box. Oh, God bless.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, a child's rattle.
Perfect.
Guys, which end of this do I
Oh,
make
man, I always get the
music
blowhole
into?
wrong on a kazooie.
Oh,
Wait. Kazoozle?
It says hum into this end. Man, these
All
guys
right.
figured it out.
All right, Sean.
Yep, there it is.
So, which instrument did you choose, Sean? Which instrument did you choose? Can you play that instrument, and can you tell us about it now?
Well, I opened this top like a door hinge. I found me a kazoo, and its color, it is orange. Oh man, when I hear kazoos, it's hard to be glum. 'Cause all you gotta do to play 'em, press the lips and hum.
Man, that's a really sweet kazoo song. Kazoo, playing the kazoo. All right, Matt, what instrument did you choose inside that box? And can you play your instrument? And can you tell us about it?
Well, I'm looking at it, and I'm not sure if I remember, but I think that what I'm playing is called a djembe. It starts with a D, and that's okay, because the only thing you pronounce is the after J. A djembe, you gotta play it hard. And then when you play it, you can shake up all your lard.
All right, Kristen, what instrument did you choose from the instrument box? Well, me, I think I picked that rattle with some things on it. I'm gonna play it in a minute as soon as I stop playing the guitar. So Sean, do an awesome kazoo solo because I'm gonna play this rattle. Here I go playing, so you better not tattle. This little silly instrument looks like a baby rattle. I'm gonna shake it hard and I'm shaking it willy-nilly. I feel like a total dweeb because it's looking kinda silly. And that's how you play musical instrument mystery. We have a new game this week.
Oh, nice.
I'm really excited to play. You're our first guest to play it, and it's called 5 Random Questions. I know, it's pretty easy.
Ooh.
5 random questions.
Nice
And-
bumper on this. Just down, down.
Random questions.
That's it.
That's it. And we know on this show, once a bumper has been decided, it can't be changed. So
It is
should
canon.
have put some thought into that one.
No, I love it.
So what we have is we have 5 random questions, and they were selected at random this morning in about 3 minutes. And in the future, what I'd like for our listeners is please submit random questions for future guests. They can be as random as you'd like them to be. Ask anything
Nonsensical.
silly. Yeah, very nonsensical. The more nonsensical, the better. And what they do is we have question A, B, C, D, and E. And so they will be played in the keys of A, B, C, D, and E. All right, so question 1. What's the worst? What's the worst? What's the worst? What's the worst? What's the worst family vacation that you've ever been on? Take your time. Let me know when you're ready. He's ready.
Well, my first family vacation, it was out of sight. We went to North Carolina for the first anniversary of flight. Then I went and I had to sit on my tush while I saw a speech given by George W. Bush.
Whoa, that's the worst. That's the worst. That's the worst. Well, that's the worst. The worst. That's the worst. The worst family vacation that Matt's ever been on. Let's go to B.
Ooh. Yeah.
You're standing on the breakfast cereal aisle. What do you do? What do you do?
I leave that breakfast cereal aisle and I go straight to the bacon to see what's shaking. Wow. Cause I'm counting my calories, putting them into a program, trying to skinny down so I do not really grow, man. Count my calories. Count my calories.
That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what he did. Let's go to C. Oh, it's a good one. So you're bitten by a radioactive something. What's radioactive something do you want to be bitten by? Follow-up question. Now what powers do you want to have? So let me ask the question again. What radioactive something do you want to be bitten by? And now what radioactive powers do you want to have?
Well, I just like sitting around. I just like being. So I would like to be bitten by a chameleon.
Yeah.
So I can blend into what's behind me. So when you wanna find me, you cannot see.
Chameleon, he's a chameleon, chameleon, radioactive chameleon.
See you
the
where you
chameleon.
Where'd Matt go?
This is D. What was the make and model of your first car? Follow-up question. What were the circumstances under which you got your first car? So, to reiterate the question, make and model of your first car, and under what circumstance did you get that car?
Under what circumstances? Under what circumstances? Under what circumstances?
My first car, it was the bomb. Cause this car, you know I got it from my mom.
He got it from his mom.
Yeah, it was my first dang car.
First dang car.
You know it was called a Ford Aerostar, so technically it was a van. Sometimes cars are vans.
Sometimes cars are vans.
Sometimes cars are vans.
Cars are vans. It brings us to E. Who's your celebrity crush? Follow-up question. And in your dream date scenario, what's the fast food chain that you would take them to? Fast food. To reiterate the question, who's your celebrity crush? And in your dream scenario, what's the fast food restaurant you would take them to?
Yeah,
Who does it for you?
yeah.
When you're taking them for fast
If I met my celebrity crush, to God I would give thanks, because my celebrity crush is none other than Tom Hanks. I'd take him to McDonald's, we'd get a Big Mac, and then I would know that I would go on the attack and be like, can I be in a movie with you, Tom Hanks? Can I be in a movie with you, Tom Hanks? Can I be in a movie with you, Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks.
Oh, thanks.
Tom Hanks.
That's an answer to the question.
Tom Hanks.
Take him to the
Good job. And that was 5 random questions. I think that went really well. Yeah, I learned so much about you.
You know, I like Tom Hanks. You know,
As a celebrity crush, I did not see that coming. I was thinking, oh, he's gonna say, Tyra Banks,
yeah, I was gonna go. I
was
went
thinking
crush
Hillary Swank.
Hillary
like
Swank. Yeah.
I went like
Yeah.
friend crush rather than be lusty about it.
It would be such a fun. That would be a fun celebrity to hang out with and go to a fast food chain with. That was a good.
I
call.
think you'd be like, yeah, fast food, because you don't know with celebrities. It might be like, this is processed. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, Hanks would be pretty cool. I would see him more as like at a Jason's Deli.
Yeah.
I see him if you were like, we're going to McDonald's. He'd be like, oh, well, I haven't been there in a while. Like,
Yeah.
and if he hated it, he would like find the nice way to be like, I haven't had that in a while.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be a fun game. Put Tom Hanks in a bad position.
And just see how he
Just
like
see how
fights
he-
his
He's a
way out.
nice
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Guantanamo. Okay.
Okay.
It's an island vacation. All right.
Maybe we'll release the people. You know. Maybe we'll do that.
Matt, you
Guys,
got
send
another
me in.
original in it? You want to play us some more of that funky music, white boy?
Oh, it all
Bow, down, 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 bow, down, bow, down, wow.
All right. All right. This one's a little nuts.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah, it's called A Little Nuts.
Nice.
It's about a medical condition I have that I really don't want to talk about. Wow, I went blue so quick.
I thought it was an allergy. You're fine.
So this is called Radiohead Wants to Be Your Wedding Band.
Theme.
Hello, my name's Tom York. Did you know that not only being the lead singer of Radiohead, I do weddings? Wow. Listen as I sing your favorite party hits, starting with the YMCA. You know his name, the YMCA, the YMCA. We had everything going, but
Wow. What a great hit. Now you may think maybe that's too morose. So next, I will be playing a different song for you. This is called a wedding favorite, the chicken dance. Wow. Your blood must be pumping. But not everything we sing is morose and Radiohead. We also have Journey Don't Stop Believing.
Super happy.
You're just a small town girl living in a lonely world. You're going anywhere. You're going anywhere. You're going anywhere. You're going anywhere. You don't stop believing. Believing, 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 believing.
So hire us to be your wedding band. My name's Tom York, and I'm a lot of fun.
And the minor chord.
Open-ended
and the
minor
song.
chord.
Minor chord, man.
Always the minor chord.
I never
Never the
noticed that.
bride.
I'm gonna half punch you.
There was dust.
Just know you're within my reach, man.
Maybe she slapped a ghost.
Right. It's just like a ghost. Get out of here, ghost.
Hate that when you can see something that no one else can. It was a piece of fuzz. It was flying
Yeah,
by
I
space.
saw
I
it.
swear to God. So, talk to me about your songwriting process when you write a song. Did you ever write serious songs, or were you always a comedy songwriter?
Yeah, I would write. So I guess, yeah, I was in a band in high school, college. I never really got my own bands going. I would try and start my own band, and then I would get frustrated because I don't work well with other people. and then
Why is that, do you think?
Because, whenever you're in a band, I feel like people want to change. I think there should be a songwriter. Everyone should write songs. But, people are like, what if instead of an A, I did a completely different chord? They all have, let's not do an A. Let's just do a different chord where the melody doesn't work anymore. I'm like, then it's a different song.
Right.
Yeah, so I did, yeah, I guess I wrote some serious songs, but I wouldn't know any off the top of my
So
head.
it'd probably
I
be
don't
better
think.
if it were the Matt Harbert experience.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I'm I very much relate to Dave Grohl, which I think on his first album he recorded all the parts
Yes.
and then just taught it to the rest of the band. I feel like
Yep.
if I did a band, I think that would be what I would do. I'm not proud of that.
That was
but
my first album. That's how my album went. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. Did all my own harmonies. Just like, no, I got it. I got it. No. Do you
I
want
got
me
it.
to sing on that?
No.
No.
Oh, a live show.
But I-
Oops.
That
you gotta-
actually was hard.
Yeah,
That was
then
hard.
you
We
gotta-
had to all learn how to play together.
Yeah.
No harmonies.
I like the idea of you sitting around with someone who's a definitely faint, like Celine Dion, and she's like, Kristen, would you like me to sing? You're like, no.
Thank you, Celine.
Celine.
Thank you.
No,
thank you,
Celine.
though. Thank
No.
you, Celine.
I invited
Again,
you over to
no.
play the tuba.
For
Yeah.
the 50th time, Celine, just take notes.
But I can just,
No,
I just
no.
feel like
My heart will go off, Celine. Okay?
What's French for no?
every night in my dreams I see you and hear you. Okay, Celine, just read a book in the corner.
God, I would love to see her live. That's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Little- yeah.
Vegas.
Is there any?
Right?
I know, but my wife is always like, "No, let's go see something better." You know, and I'm
My
like, "What's better than
What's
her?"
better than
My
That's
Celine?
she wants to see
stepdad
Cirque. but-
fixed her garage door
Really?
in her house in Jupiter, Florida, and he said she's very nice.
One of my
Oh.
Uber drivers is a backup singer for her. Said the same thing. Yeah.
I'm glad that
funny.
two separate
yeah.
servicemen,
And if she's listening right now, which in my heart she is.
right? But we still don't want you to harmonize. That's your thing.
No, that's
Yeah.
Go
your
do
thing.
your thing.
Yeah, we do our thing.
How did the Uber driver slide in that he was a backup singer for Celine? He's just like, where are you
Do
going?
you ever
I was a
find-
backup
okay.
singer
She's
for
like on
Celine.
the radio and he's like harmonizing with it. Sound familiar?
Do you ever find that would be funny? That's me.
That's me. That's
yeah.
me.
Can't you? Oh, it is.
So a left here?
Do you ever find that when you're holding a guitar, people think that you're friendly?
Yeah.
Okay, I hate that.
Because you're not gonna hit them. Your hands
I,
are busy.
I hate it. People, you hold. Hey, you play? Nope. Just
Nope.
holding it. I don't think it's a. I don't have it. It's not a conversation start. Anyway, that's how that came about.
I always say no if I'm holding a guitar and someone asks if I can play guitar. Like, can
Nope.
you play guitar? I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a mean way to react.
No.
But
I'm a courier.
yeah.
There's a man trapped inside this.
I'm transporting parts. Parts. Well, I think it's time for you want to play musical Mad Libs?
Let's do it.
Ooh, let's
I
do
know.
it.
I'll find my sheet.
Grab a paper and a pen and your very best friend, 'cause it's time for musical Mad Libs. Okay, for those of you just joining us, this is Songs in the Key of Funny. I'm your host, Kristen Key. Joining me, as always, is the co-host Sean Fisher, and our guest today, Matt Harbert.
Yay.
And we're at Flappers Comedy Club, produced by Barbara Holiday, a.k.a. Roxy the Fox. Hello,
Thank
Roxy.
you. Thank you.
Roxy just woke up from her.
I'm quiet.
It was just such a compliment.
She's a quiet little squirrel today. Anyway, this game we've played a few times before. It's called Musical Mad Libs. I've written a story, and I left some blanks in it. And I sent those blanks over to Matt yesterday in an email. It's digital mail.
An electronic mail.
Electronic mail, that's right. And I told him which parts of speech I'd be missing, or which parts of speech I thought they were. I'm not that great at grammar sauce. Anyway, so I'm gonna sing my little story here, and you're gonna fill in the blanks with
All right.
your with the missing words, with and try to sing it in whatever tune I'm trying to sing. That's right. This one's titled January in Los Angeles. January weather in Southern California can be
Squishy.
to say the least. I never know if I should be wearing
My hoodie.
or if the wind is gonna change and I should put on my
Cummerbund.
happens all the time.
You know?
Cummerbund or hoodie. 1 minute it'll be sunny and
Then it'll be electric.
without a single
Bracelet.
in the sky.
What a shame.
Then without warning the weather will change and you'll find yourself stuck inside saying,
Whatever.
well, I'm an active person and when there is a
Typhoon.
happening outside, it makes it a bit difficult to be active. Like, what if I wanted to go for a
Chop.
at Runyon Canyon or go to the beach for a quick
Sprint.
oh, this weather makes me so
Lusty.
Feeling lusty.
well, my
Aunt
lives in
Columbus.
Ohio, and she says that they've gotten
743
inches of snow in the last
minute.
Oh.
Oh God. Typhoon.
man, am I jealous? Snow in LA, wouldn't that be
Bold.
Real
to
arrogant.
see hipsters laying on the ground making snow?
Fishies.
Or gathering snow into balls to make snow.
Male.
Oh well, LA has got sunshine, palm trees, and
Apples.
Little known fact, our apples are great.
even if 1 minute you'll be wearing sunglasses and the next you're wearing
A pantsuit.
you know what they say, LA, it's the city that never
Prances. Never prances.
LA, it's the city that never prances.
We never prance. We never prance. Prance.
Yeah.
That's how you play musical Mad Libs.
I like it.
You
Yeah.
did it, man.
We did it.
did
We did
it.
it. We filled in all the words to make a story. That's true. How long have you lived in Los Angeles now?
2006, so 11 and a half years.
That's when I moved here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, maybe we were on the same bus.
Yeah, maybe. Listening to Indie 103.1.
That's us, yeah. With Dreams. Mm-hmm. Do you want to play another Matt original?
Ooh, yes.
Show our listening audience what you got in that stable, on that arsenal of yours.
Got an arsenal, man. This one needs a cheat sheet, and you will see. You will hear.
Is it a wordy?
It's a wordy one.
Oh, I love wordy ones.
It's a wordy one.
Play us a wordy one, Matt.
Get them words out, man.
This is Matt Harbert playing his wordy one. What's the name of this one?
This is a fake edutainment game called Qubit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to react
It's just
to
a
that.
journey.
Okay,
It's just a
let's go on
journey.
this journey with Matt Harbert, everybody.
Hey kids, do you like rockin' video games?
Yeah!
And do you like complex algebraic equations?
Oh, yeah!
Get ready for Qubit! First you fight a skeleton, Qubit, by solving antiderivatives of x squared. You just increase the exponent by 1, then divide it by that number.
Oh, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Hold on.
Then if you want to kill the dinosaur,
Okay, cool.
you gotta think a little more.
That's fine.
When you have the product of two variables and you're trying to get the derivative, it is the prime of one variable times the other variable plus the first variable times the second variable prime. Kid, does that sound a little too hard?
Yeah!
Too confusing? Well, we make it easy by playing Qubit.
What?
It's as easy as this. First you get the lightning rod.
Okay.
Give the demon all you got. Just know to get the derivative of the quotient, it's the product of one variable times the other variable plus the first variable times the prime of the second variable. Then take all that and divide by the second variable squared. Qubit. Yeah.
Math is hard. I want to play something else.
Oh, my mom.
That's Qubit.
I wasn't prepared.
Wow. Somewhere in Asia, they're like, yes!
Oh,
Give me
perfect.
that game.
I do want to kill that dinosaur
Where
with derivative.
in your brain, where did this begin?
So it was like a sketch. Like most of these started as sketch ideas, and then they needed songs to be the sketch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I was just like, what if an edutainment game was way too hard?
Right.
So that's basically it. I was just like, what if it was an edutainment game like the ones where you just like alligators do like 1 + 4, and I'm like, well, what if it was complex, whatever, calculus? I was like, that would be fun. Going way over the kids' heads.
I like how your brains work.
I loved those games growing up too.
Yeah. Oh, what were they called? I
The
played
one-
them all the time.
The ones that I remember were like 3rd grade adventures, and then it would be like 4th grade adventures, and it would be the same kids, but like later on in the series.
Yeah. There was one called Hip Hop Corner, I guess.
Yeah, Math Blaster was another
Oh
one I
yeah, Math
remember.
Blaster. That's the one.
Where you have to like shoot recycling out of space, and like,
Did someone say hip hop corner?
Yeah.
ooh, what a great segue.
It's funny. Sean does a little hip hop corner.
I do a little, I dabble.
Learning stuff about hip hop. Teach us something, Sean. Learning stuff about hip hop. Teach us something, Sean.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Hip Hop Corner.
Oh.
Essentially, what we do is we start out with a little hip hop, sort of a pop quiz kind of thing for you, and then we just move into like a
Pop
little
quiz,
loop-
hot shot.
Pop quiz hot shot, and then we do a little rap and loopy cipher kind of thing after that. So, question for today, all right? In Atlanta is probably known as like the mecca of hip hop right now. Like things that come out of Atlanta, they are what all rappers and hip hop artists are into. Right now, specifically, one of the things coming out of Atlanta is chicken wings. Specifically,
Okay.
one kind of chicken wing. And so the question, the pop quiz that I have for you is, what is hip-hop's official chicken wing flavor as it currently stands? What do you think?
What is the official flavor of hip hop? Or the official chicken wing flavor of hip hop?
Right now.
All right, and if anybody guesses this right on Facebook, then they get to pick our random question of next week.
I can narrow it down to 3 if this feels too confusing.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I know I only know like 5 like chicken wing flavors because of B-dubs. Would it be? Can I ask some clues?
Sure.
Is it a flavor that I would find at B-dubs?
B-dubs?
Buffalo Wild
Buffalo
Wings.
Wild,
Yeah.
Wild
Buffalo
Wings.
Wild Wings? Yes, you would.
Okay, well then we have it narrowed down to like
Like 32.
9.
I'll tell you what. It is either traditional hot, barbecue, or lemon pepper.
Wow, and this is the official flavor of chicken wings of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
This feels wrong for some reason.
Episode
doesn't it?
2 of Atlanta, written by Childish Gambino. They went to a chicken spot that is very popular in Atlanta.
I'm just I'm gonna go
Ordered
with
the-
lemon. The lemon.
Lemon pepper is
Lemon-
correct.
Is it really?
It is.
I was going with the most obscure.
It is. I just watched a documentary on it, and they said that the reason lemon
There's
pepper.
a documentary on the official chicken wing flavor of hip hop.
Man, do you know how much time I have during the day? I'm watching so much dumb stuff.
I'm gonna give you more stuff to work on during this podcast. I think I do too much.
Right? I'm watching lemon pepper documentaries.
Wow.
I feel really good about it. But yeah, it started out because hot was too spicy, and also like that orangey like stuff that you would get on your fingers
You
and
get
stuff.
on your turntables.
You get it. Yep, on the turntable.
I don't know how hip
On the
hop works.
turntables, the kids.
No.
Matt, do you listen to hip hop?
Not really.
Okay.
gotta be
So
honest.
we're in
Not
the same-
into it.
We're in the same.
Yeah, I'm at it. That's why I need the corner. I need the.
Just a little
I need,
corner.
I need to eat some lemon pepper. That sounds so good.
Right?
I know,
Rick
right?
Ross popularizes them as well. He's probably the person who raps about them the most.
The guy that paints pictures.
Yes. Yep.
Rick Ross.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
happy
Rick
trees.
Ross, happy little tree. Oh. Just
Paint
paint this
trees.
mountain. Oh.
Happy tree. Have a tree.
Oh man. So with that being said, do you guys want to do a little
Do a little
rapping?
freestyle?
A little
Sure.
rapping.
Little
We can make it
freestyle?
about chicken wings, or we can make it about an audience suggestion.
All right, Roxy the Fox. We have any audience suggestions today? Or are we doing chicken wings? What of our standing by? Suggestions
by.
have been. We've got some. The suggestion is.
The suggestions
Unsolved Mysteries. Yes. Oh, I got this.
All right, so
Okay.
we gotta get a loop.
You ready?
So here's the deal. It's not clear to me what happens in an unsolved mystery. Who did you die and who hurt her? What happened? Was there been a murder? What's gonna happen? What's gonna be the fate line? Sometimes I watch a show called Dateline. Usually a husband pushes his wife off of a cruise. This doesn't always make the local news. But to give you some assurance, he usually kills her for the life insurance. So that's not an unsolved mystery. Mystery.
It was a mystery.
Unsolved mystery.
It was a
Unsolved mystery.
It was a mystery.
Mystery.
Unsolved
Mystery. Unsolved mystery.
Unsolved mystery. Yo, 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 yo. Can't find any clues. All I got is pocket lint. Can't find nothing. Can't find no little fingerprints. Man, I'm a bad detective. Maybe I'm a dud. Can't find no DNA. I cannot find no blood. Man, maybe I am not really with it. 'Cause I'm in a whodunit, but I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
Mystery. But unsolved mystery. Unsolved mystery. Got an unsolved mystery.
Yo. All right. I'ma come on to the track. Unsolved Mysteries, hosted by Robert Stack. Yes, this was a TV show. It just came on Hulu, not HBO. I'm watching it like all the time. Maybe not Hulu, maybe Amazon Prime. But here's the thing, you gotta get on that boat. Robert Stack introduces, and he's in trench coats. He has 4 mysteries, and he'll tell you all that history. And it's just so great. And if they're gonna solve it on a later episode, you get an update. Yes. Go, sir. He's providing everybody some closure. Oh, man, I just gotta clap for Unsolved Mysteries featuring Robert Stack. Solve mysteries. He solves mysteries. Otherwise, unsolved mysteries. Robert's gonna find them out, you see. Unsolved mysteries. Unsolved mysteries.
Unsolved
Do you guys really not know Robert Stack and Unsolved like the show where he's like, tonight?
I've seen Unsolved Mysteries. I just didn't remember what his name was.
Man, I just
Who did I was like Joe Walsh did America's Most Wanted.
right.
Yeah.
He's the one who talks like this. But Robert Stack is like, crazy things are happening in Pensacola, Florida.
A comic friend of mine does a whole bit on Joe Walsh with like wearing fishnet hose. Strange things were happening in that little
In that
town.
little town outside of Indiana.
You got another one in your back pocket.
I could make one up.
Let's sing us. Actually, we've done this before. You've got a wife, right?
I do.
Yeah. Because
I'm
sometimes we
married.
talk about with the single guests, we talk about what are they looking for in a woman. But since you already found your woman, what do you like about your wife? Or if you want to get dangerous, what don't you like about your wife?
There's no way I would sing that song.
So what do you like about your wife? What drove you to her in the first place?
She was into alternative music. She's a very bright, cheery woman, but she's into dark music.
Dark music, cheery woman.
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 She's the girl that you wanna spend your white life with.
Aww.
But at night she turns on that dark, dark Black Sabbath. Yeah, she prays to a evil god.
Dear God.
But at the end of the day, she's my world.
Dark
Oh,
woman, cheery woman. Dark music, cheery woman.
Hey Matt, what you like about your kid? Your kid, your kid,
Oh, my
your
goodness.
kid.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about.
Oh, what do you hate
like
about your kid?
baby?
What do you hate about your baby? What do you hate about your baby?
What do you hate about that baby, that cute little baby?
That stupid, stupid baby.
she eats a lot of food, and it's really messy.
So messy.
And she really giggles even though she is wearing a dressy. She is laughing and she likes that she's sticky. But then all of a sudden she really hates that she is icky. Do you like being sticky or you don't like being icky? Like being sticky or you don't like being
Figure
icky?
it out.
Hey, 2-year-old, figure it out. Get your stuff together and you figure it out.
You've had 2 years by now.
You've had 2 years by now.
You need to figure it out.
You gotta figure it out.
You've had 2 years.
2 years by now.
You need to figure it out. Get your stuff together.
Get your stuff together, baby.
Aw,
Get
it's
it
a song for your baby.
together.
I love you.
Where can our audience find you, Matt? Where can they find you on the internet?
You can put my first name and last name together and then add a .com.
MATTHARBERT.com.
And that's where you can find my YouTube stuff. A lot of the stuff I played are actually videos on my YouTube. So if you want to hear what they sound like in GarageBand with a lot of more instruments,
I do.
there they are.
Oh yeah, are you gonna be playing in town anytime coming up soon?
Yeah, but you can find all of that mattharbert.com/live. That has all my month's dates. everywhere you can see me. So check it out.
That's a response of a
Guys,
busy man.
check him out on the internet. Go to mattharbert.com, see his upcoming appearances, and watch his videos. Subscribe to him, like him, poke him, find him, friend him, and that's MatthHarbert.com. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Of course,
It's
thanks
been
for
a
having
pleasure.
me.
And guys, make sure and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Songs Key of Funny. Our website, Songs in the Key of Funny. We're here at Flappers Comedy Club every Monday at 2 p.m. when I'm in town. And it's a pleasure, as always, to be here. I am Kristen Key, Sean Fisher, as always, coming to you live. And we're bringing you the best comedy we can come up. This is
Songs in the Key of Funny. Funny songs and the stories behind them.
Available on iTunes.